John Dramani Mahama wone na pamfo etimu abogana ka 214 million dollars abusia enyasam ketwa tese ade bechi ni ade besabia no na enkofu we de beto krata ana wo de beto monten so say Ghana enya sika sei na yesi 2 billion yesi 2 billion na IMF wo reporter wa Ghana ha say wayen krata mu hwehwemu say the friend of domestic gold purchase program NDC amayiko say eno any game changer bebo ama Ghana fa ntuma pefra no abusuya wo say eja Ghana ka enye asemketua na ehefa ena kanaba abusuya ehu 114 million dollars no IMF chirimu a bibi the operational cost Sami Jamfi say woko ha any enniema nkitinkiti bia wo ye no office no eno ena namso ena sa 214 million dollars no wo mu ayika ediasoa wo man konkro Ghana enya asam ketua ekwan a eka toso mienu anase enniema namso mienu emasaka 240 million ba ye no wo mu say eye shortfalls anase trading shortfalls let's just say wo mutimu eto gold no bia ye fan say $100 wo mekono ni ati gold no so na wo mutimu akokoton gold no aboka wo per dollar na wo mutimu ede ababe stabilize cedis no na wo fa artificial way ni no so wo ko na say gold no bo no abafom kura na ahopepre ene NDC amayiko no no mo aton no ebo na efo no ede sika no ede aba ma mu ha se be ya wo betimu anya dollar no eno ene nam so a $214 million just 9 months abusia just say John Dramani Mahama baba be di 4 years my konkon Ghana ha now check he say every 9 months bia gold purchase program a wo mode dede my konkon Ghana ha be bought Ghana ka 240 million Ghana cedis ya na say Ghana no if we say and I be do say John Dramani Mahama we be try the 4 years now be kono na say car waswa e dia bra Ghana for no enya kaketo abusu yanko na odu ahodo egupuno so efa sansen we hono
Tonight, the IMF has identified operational costs from Gold Board alongside trading shortfalls as major drivers behind losses under the Bank of Ghana's Gold for Reserve program, which climbed to $214 million within the first 9 months of 2025. The disclosure is contained in the International Monetary Fund's fifth review report on Ghana's 3-year extended credit facility program, which flags the losses as a key downside risk to the country's broader stabilization agenda. According to the fund, the losses were largely driven by trading losses incurred under the artisanal and small-scale mining gold transactions. And that component of the program, according to the IMF, is of concern, as well as off-takers' fees by the Gold Board. The research team here at Joe News have been keeping an active tab on that report, and they just tease out key components of that, which is coming up on your screens. Now, it tells us that $214 million, the component of losses generated from the G4R component of DGPP in 2025 quarter, 0.2% of GDP. Goes on to say that the 25 quarter, the third quarter losses from the artisanal and small-scale gold transaction component were mostly on trading losses, but also on Gold Board off-takers' fees. The large and increasing scale of Gold for Reserves program, notably since the creation of Gold Board, is a source of quote significant downside risk, according to the IMF Domestic Gold Purchase Program report. They go on to say that the Domestic Gold Purchase Program poses risk to the financial stability of the Bank of Ghana. It goes on to state that $128 million in losses, that is what they recorded, generated from G40 component of DGPP in 2004, which is 0.15% of GDP.
So 290, that chapter 8 is an entrenched provision. So there are processes, a entrenched amendment. Even if the people decide to amend the constitution, which many say, Emma, so you ready? Article 290 was this article applies to amendment of the following provisions of this constitution, which are in this constitution referred to as entrenched provisions. Follow as chapter 8, the whole of chapter 8. So chapter 8, no be amendia. We hear say we go to the Council of State. We hear say we gazette. Na ye hwed wo benya tumi so this ansem no. Memo papa ben na joma ama ni bu a ye hunu bi da concert ni theatrics no enti ye besesa constitution amenako tie nyansa Mr. President tie now you read the article 1 to was a constitution shall be the supreme law of Ghana and any other law found to be inconsistent in the joma ma we wa adwene se mbesesa enya dwuma ne enya dwuma chena no judicial interpretation shall save you. Now you better find any means possible. Any means possible and get defended because Constitution and Article 3.4. You read the one Article 3.4 says, all persons of Ghana shall have the right and duty at all times to defend this Constitution, and in particular to resist any group of persons, any person or group of persons seeking to commit any of the acts referred to in Clause 3. To hear why going to abrogate Constitution, yellow beko Ghana for your coward sir. Obviously, the laws were made for men. No problem. Said the laws were made for men. Yes, so kwasi asem so. Ye benya bodamini ya ochina wono so beba. Also, ade na kwa say yenyim free 2 times and 3 times no one. You better about after every 20 years. You think you are the only people who are power hungry. You people. Tie the make any Mr. President. So we get so you're more powerful when him nyansa obi antimi nya ohria Kwame Nkrumah Ghana for je woje fa hodie ma Ghana for pamono Kwame Nkrumah je woje fa hodie ma Ghana for pamono okotina gini no ko wi etu de mo na da wa John betimi aye sisa constitution John betimi aye sisa mo na da o na be chere pictures bi. So now you're more powerful, you're more intelligent, you're more handsome than Kwame Nkrumah can bet you. Mr. President, be careful. To me ba, yenyankwasiafo, emo mutwa omuhia. Na enya no mo pro wasemu. Omo pe ade no a, omo die because of utumi no. Tie be dada. Na joma ma betimi ayo. John, go ahead, amend the constitution. Kobio. Mr. President, Kwame Nkrumah, the best president Ghana ever had. Onye, after you two, no Tigini. Oma no mo dada, nesu onye du onye nyina no. Obi akwa nkwango sena no. It is a president. Mama beko suwa ye di oye no a. Meka usa Kwame Nkrumah de tu ni nie. Mr. President, they are two Kwame Nkrumah. It's other Kosua, and the way you know, Twasusa. Mr. President, any part that down now, the way you know, they are two Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah now, Jeff, I would give my mount for one, Naman for any Bolisino. They do when West come to chef. Oh, yes, I could post, I said, you'll buy where a Chief Justice, Ayanka, you are weakening the institutions. Go ahead and do it. I mentioned us a picture we saw. One sergeant of my friend Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor was a very powerful guy in Liberia. When power changed within a twinkle of an eye, this is Charles Taylor, a hunk of Gunisa. This is Charles Taylor, a hunk of Gunisa. It is a two-maker club by one Ghana for about 2 seconds. Mama Hama Yarigamo, Madanka Williams. And now they'll say you are above the law and you can change it and you go for thereby. You will be shocked what you will be met with. But dear Momona, the Duasaremo, Kojo Duasaremo, Momona, you will be shocked what you will be met with. And we shall defend this constitution with our blood. Some of us were not born to just become some lines or a page in somebody's history. We never was born to be like that. And we don't want anybody to give us an opportunity to write a whole chapter about us. Tibekacha your mama, so my mom for the Dadawa. You will face the fiercest resistance ever in the history of our republic. Mama Chron Klatana Mawa. And I know a deputy director of operations at the presidency. A friend is Mustafa Bandi. Or say MPP for the baby Abuaye. And yet me winning. Mustafa MPP for baby boy. You know why? Because San and Nipa Adasan is here. Adasan Subaine said, see the two main mouth, Julius Caesar. Nipa na ọmọ ne call go akọkọ ntọkwa Julius Caesar call go akọkọ ntọkwa saa nipa na ọmọ ba ye Brutus ne nasefo ọmọ a na de sekan wo no ewo eye Senate in the middle of Senate. Alexander the Great at the age of 23 years etimi conquer from Macedonia all the way to eye Persia. Eje sa kingdom akese nyina ọno ane nkrofo na poison no. It is a winning to me said yet here. Sit down there and start doing the things you are doing. Near a constitution, and we will change the constitution. We will go and change the constitution. Julius Dabra was the president in India. I see you don't get the pa. Or more about Brahmi at the second war, a Senate. Send you Julius Caesar. Coincidentally, only Julius, but could Julius Caesar, I could Julius Dabra. And to what year, Twasso? Nemi anya ujamama 24-hour economy onya yensu yamani tete ora etro onya yensu yamani tete dear Stephen Tokwa with Sam George onya yensu yamani tete. Go ahead and do that and you will see. Say to me Kwame Nkrumah one question sati na ye the foreign affairs minister onene na ko Hanover ye ku ni we ya no jana ho no ba Ghana tisa wonim said you to meet here. Tina honedi eti mwa moye President Mahama third term, President Mahama fourth term, Emma so china. Even if the Constitutional Review Commission for amendments na